Hello, everybody. Someone's PC's just exploded, which is Wans, who's in the chat with me. So new track this week, Indianapolis, part of the new DLC, and obviously it's a difficult track to learn. Believe me, I've given it a damn good go with very little success. So I think this is going to be a really interesting race for the lap times. Anyway, I think we're looking at 1:36 for quali. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, and hopefully on the stream you can hear me. Everything's nice and clear, and we're good to go. If we can, Juan's going to join me as well, and we can go from there. So,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, I can join you all. I wanted to take the opportunity to be here with my best friend, Mr. Mark Liverpool Pocock.
brother of from another.
Damn right, baby.
So what we'll do is we'll pick someone to go out with and do a lap, and we'll do it with our illustrious leader, Mr. Jeremy Arrobas. So what we'll do is it's a really weird track. This one, you come out of the pit stop, you've got to turn right into the track. I've never seen a track for it before, but it's a bit bizarre. Hi, John, Andreas, and I'm still not sure whether it's the right place to go. Because you come out the pits and it's immediate right turn. It doesn't feel right. I mean, judging someone coming down the straight and having to turn right, I can just see incident after incident. Unless anybody's experienced it and I've got it wrong, like there's another exit from the pits. It's really bizarre. I'll show you what I mean when somebody's in the pits and they come out in a bit. But it's really weird. It is. It's very weird. So we'll run along with Jeremy at the moment. And we'll wait for him to get his first lap in. There's loads of places where this track catches you out. Is it a fast track? There's only two really areas where you can get your foot down. It's very technical actually because of the way the corners are. So what we'll do, we'll see Jeremy's coming to the first relatively fast part, but there's a hard braking zone, and then he'll come to the second part, which is really where his race is going to start, and the qualifying session's going to start.
I have good news, my friend. I am ready to go as well with you. So,
Oh, excellent! So you can now join the video. Excellent. So this is the first lap. So probably expected a 1:39 from Jeremy. Not doing him a disservice there. But as I said, it is quite a difficult track, this one. Braking hard around the 400-metre marker. The curbs will upset certain cars, but the idea is to try and keep your power down and then, fettle it around this corner. Get the power down as soon as you can. And this little complex is difficult because your temptation is to floor it, but you've got to get the car settled for this right-hander and then keep it going for the next bit. And your temptation is to floor it there, but it'll do drift left and you'll get caught on the grass. You'll drift the car right a little bit. It'll brake hard. Keeping the apex ears or close to it is so important. And then get the power down gradually. And then in this right-hander, you can't floor it. You'll spin out. So again, it's a gradual acceleration. And I think that's where we'll see some of the incidents. He'll move the car over to the right and he's looking to brake around the 200 marker. So braking hard. Again, you've got a funny curb on the left-hand side. He doesn't really want to take that because, again, it'll unbalance the car. He wants to try and cut this corner as much as possible. And then cut this corner as much as possible. And then cut this corner as much as possible. And then ease on the throttle so he doesn't hit the grass. And off we go. Foot down. And this is the first bit where you put your foot down. Braking hard just before the 300 or thereabouts. Not catching the curb. Going around the corner. Keeping your foot down here. Easing off to get the car over the curb on the left-hand side as close as possible. Getting the power down. And then it's full throttle around this corner. All the way. And there we go. Down onto the start-finish straight. And this is looking like a good lap time for Jeremy. I said a 39. Ooh, a 39 flat. Ooh. Not bad. So I didn't do him a disservice at all. So Mark Rogers has done a 136.7. What we'll do is we'll see who's on a new lap and we'll go on board with them. Mr. Neil Bywater.
Look at him go. For now, he's going to start the new lap. There you see him into turn one. Again, we've talked about it many times. American curbs, they like to be fat. I'm not going to make a joke here. I could, but let's keep on going. And as Mark pointed out, very tough this set of corners. You mistake that you can floor it as you said, and you can't. As you can see, the car behind Neil Bywater had a little bit of a struggle through there. Now into the hairpin. You got to go wide, but not that wide, Mr. Bywater, unfortunately. Going for a trip on the grass. Here we go into the classic straight, where, of course, the airport line was back in the day. And you got to appreciate ACC choosing the endurance layout of this track because, as you can see, there's 2 corners there. Thank God they chose that one because it facilitates this, it makes the chicane way easier to take. For now, we're gonna go into the back straight, just a tiny straight for a big braking zone, and then just a couple more corners, and the lap will be done. For now, of course, Mr. Bywater with that invalidated lap, his fastest was a 38.8, but I'm sure we'll see better of him. There you see taking the corner, and now the last effort, all flat out through here, and that is another full lap here at Indianapolis. And to be honest with you, Mark, I think the gaps are going to be way bigger than usual this time around because this track is so hard in so many different points. I don't think we're going to see a race as tied as what we saw last week, for example.
I totally agree with that, Juan. And we've got a couple of new drivers on track today as well. Don't know too much about them. They are friends of other people. Marco, who's currently got pole, he reckons he's been doing 136 ones, which is exceptional. So he's really got the Honda going there. And I know Mr. Saunders is a fan of the Honda, and Mr. Howells is also a fan of the Honda. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Another one of the new guys is, if I can find him, we'll go on board with him for a bit, is Marcus Persch. Don't know anything about him. He's in a Honda, so it could be interesting to see how he is. He's obviously a friend of someone. We've had a couple of new people coming in. We've also got Mr. Pingle, who's a friend of Marco's. So yeah, a couple of new drivers. Don't know too much about them. So will be interesting to see how they fare on the grid, and you know how quick they are. You can see there Derek's just done a 136.5. So now the track's starting to settle in. The lap times are starting to improve significantly. So I'm going to go to the pits and see if someone comes out the pits. In fact, who's that going out the pits now? That was Mr. Christopher. So you'll see what I mean by the pit lane. So he's going to come out the pit lane here. And at the end of the pit lane, you're basically into the live track. So you just see, I'll go to the helicam so you can see what I mean. It's a long pit, by the way. And he's crawling down. Yeah, you can see it's obviously trying to home in on the cars going past. Then the left-hand side hoarding will change to here, and then he can put his foot down. But really weirdly, there's no filter to the track. In fact, he's still going slow there because he knows there's cars coming down. Now he's going for it. But there's no filter per se. That's basically it. It's so bizarre. I mean...
It is indeed. And we haven't talked about it, Mark. But look at who is holding P7 right now.
Michelle Benshire.
Michelle Benshire. It's been a while since I haven't seen him on track. Eh?
No, he's been racing quite a lot actually. He's just not been racing in the big events, if you know what I mean. But yeah, he's been racing quite a lot.
Last season, remember last season? You can remember we had some issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully he's back.
Yeah, I think he's... oh, and we've got a spinner there in one of the Hondas. I'm not too sure who that was, but we've got Branco. And I think a couple of the you guys are friends with Branco as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Branco was looking quick before, and as you can see, he's in the 136s. One of 5 drivers in the 136s. Now, I am seeing the odd stutter, which is a bit bizarre, and I'm not sure the reasons why I'm getting that stutter. Is it the camera view or whatever? Because I weren't getting it from... Yeah, I'm still getting in the bonnet view as well. Oh, that does look alright now. I was getting a stutter there and I don't know what was causing it.
Well, let me tell you, Neil Bywater's looking way better now, huh? He's 1.5 seconds ahead of the 38.8, and ladies and gentlemen, Bywater.
And he's just done a 7th position.
Indeed, very good lap there for Bywater.
So it's
back just 5.5.
Alright, just to go back to the stream, so just a couple of hellos. Hi, Mr. Howells. Hi, Multimichi, I know you are. Hi, Uwe. Hi, Nikos. And not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Not too sure what's going on there. It's not happy with something, is it? And I'm not too sure the reasoning why, because it's the same as what I normally stream. Can you see it,
Yeah,
one.
it looks a little, yeah, a little twitchy. Yeah, it's laggy.
It's laggy.
Weird. Yeah, for me, it's frozen at times.
Mm.
Are you having the same issue, ladies and gentlemen? It looks a
Yeah,
little frozen.
it is because I'm watching it. I'm gonna have to restart at a lower resolution. So,